Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Okay, so Carter asked Brooke to be the new COO or CEO, and Brooke says yes. And here's my thing about Brooke. Up until this point, because here's the thing, a lot of people don't like Brooke, right? And I remember when I first started watching the show, I used to be kind of irritated by Brooke every now and then, but for the most part, I'm like, Brooke is Brooke, whatever. I haven't really been watching shows other people, so I've never had that amount of disdain for Brooke until she agreed to fire Electra, which is, again, so out of pocket. This woman has been walking around in lingerie for decades, but because she sees a nude of Electra, she doesn't even sit there and bother to ask, well, they don't even bother to sit there and explain to her why she got fired. They don't bother to sit there and ask her. They're just like, oh no, you're gone. You're not good for the company. And I'm like, Carter, Katie, F her. Brooke, you're a goddamn hypocrite. So the fact that she just did something so messed up and gets rewarded by getting a promotion, it just, but she says yes, right? And Zenny comes in there. Zenny's like, hey, listen, we got press coming. Carter's like, no, we're doing our own press. And he asked Brooke to sit there and make the announcement. And she says yes, and Zenny's like, what? So she makes the announcement. Now, at this point, it's been like 500 something days, give or take, where it's just the same conversation of Ridge, Steffi, and Eric. Why ain't complaining about the company? Oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this. Da, da, da. It's the same BS, right? And Taylor comes in there, right? So that's the only thing that's different. But they hear the announcement and they're pissed. They're pissed that Brooke has, took in um, Ridge's position, and they're just mad. They feel like it's a betrayal, the usual, right? So after Brooke finishes her press or whatever, Carter and Hope handles the other reporters. And Carter's like, hey, why don't you sit there and just get next, get used to your new dates and stuff like that. And then they starts to go off on her, like, how could you do that? How could you betray, Rich like that? I'm a force, I'll stand by my people, whatever. And, he just starts laying in on her, like, yo, what they do is unethical and stuff. And the thing is, Brooke is like, I agree with you. And she's like, I have a plan to sit there and give the company back to Rich. And I'm like, wait, hold on. You gotta sit there and tell me after the way that Ridge disrespected you by saying the most nastiest and heinous things to your daughter. You're telling me that your plan is to give back the company to him? Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, seriously, this. He done disrespected your daughter and you plan on just giving the company back to him? What? That's the type of shit that actually annoys me about Brooke, right? This dude done sat there, and at first she was a little hesitant because, her relationship with Red. And I'm like, what relationship? You want to sit there and tell me you want to allow this man to disrespect your daughter, and you're still considering a relationship with this man? What? What? So, like, that's just extremely out of pocket. So I'm like, you give this chick a promotion that is very questionable about. I just don't like the fact that she got rewarded after what she did. And granted, I get it. She ran the company before. She has the experience and everything like that. So I give her credit. And to be honest, yeah, it's still a little disrespectful that she did so much for the company and she didn't even have an office. Like that just annoys me right there, right? But whatever. Um, so after the whole thing goes down, Steffi got to go pick up her kids. Eric has a meeting. Eric was still sitting there whining, complaining, I took my company, I built it brick by brick, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, Eric, just, It's not even so much that I don't care. It's just like hearing it after about 4 or 5 days in a row. I just don't care. But and of course Steffi just eggs Ridge on. Ridge on, and Ridge is like, when Eric asks, "Hey, listen, what's the status of your relationship?" Ridge is like, "I'm focused on getting back to company. That could wait. That shouldn't have to wait because she shouldn't be bothered with you, but whatever." And of course Taylor goes in, and Taylor's like, "This is what Brooke does. She causes chaos. She disrespects you. You take her back." And it's the same game over and over again. And Ridge is like, listen, every time we break up, I get back together with her, I justify what she did. And it's kind of like, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing and expecting different results. So now he's not there listening to Taylor, which of course was listening to Steffi, and now it's getting in his ear, and he's not there thinking, "Oh, this chick betrayed me, yada yada yada." Meanwhile, this chick is working from the inside to get the company back. Like, like seriously, she's not there doing all this for a man who doesn't deserve it. It's just like, what? I don't know. And that was pretty much just the only two. It just was literally the Foresters and their house, and Zendays that they're going off, and he realized, oh, Brooke is actually on their side. Okay, all right, cool. And at first, when he kept just going on and on and on and on, I was like, they could just sit there and get another designer, right? Like, you could just be going on and just be gone. It could just be just like that. You can be gone, but yeah. So that is pretty much all I got. Sucks. I have to sit there and make this video 8 minutes long. Even though I've been done, let's be honest, I've been done at like maybe 6:30. I got to sit there and somehow pad the video. Kind of understand now why. In my YNR review today, I was like, I can see why they went so long with Lucy. Because to be honest, after like 14 minutes, we didn't see Lucy again. We did not see Lucy again. We saw her once, and then that was about it. And it's not like they gave Lucy or whatever this amazing screen time because she's just so intriguing. It was literally just to pad the episode. And I sat there and I criticized them for that. And now I'm a hypocrite. Alright. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go. I'll see you in the next video.